there on this earth, Thomas? Why must the innocent pay? How many more innocents still have to be born just to be exterminated?
I was staring those Nazis in the eyes. The evil I saw there was so radical, so incomprehensible, obscene. And I felt like killing them. And I'm a priest. I feel guilty about that. I don't want to hate like they do. Love. Love. Only love can keep men from falling into an abyss.
Where were you today?
I was standing in line waiting to get us some bread. There was none left.
Every time you go out, I am afraid you never come back.
I have to go out, Dad. We have to eat, we have to live.
Who's there? Tomasz.
What are you doing out after the curfew?
How are you feeling, Mr. Votiva?
Back to my old self once again, or almost.
Karol, I found your job in a quarry. Here. Without they still deport you.
Thank you. Are those all work permits?
Work permits and first baptismal certificates for Jews.
Bring us some of Victor's vodka, Karol.
Oh.
A medical student brought it to me when I finished my quinine. He said it would have exactly the same effect.
Thank you, Mr. Votiva, but I can't. I have to go.
No.
Unum corret anima una.
You're strong. What quarry did you work in before?
I'm a student.
Students. Don't like students. Bunch of smart Alecs who don't know anything about real life.
All right, I'm a worker then.
You're late.
I'm sorry.
We're thinking about joining one of the armed groups. All of us.
I'm not. You fight with weapons. I want to fight with words. We had a theater. Theater has to go on.
Where? What stage? What audience?
Our theater has to go underground. In apartments, basements. We have to keep the word alive.
Poland's in the grip of terror and insanity. And you want to put on plays? You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
The only thing left is to take up arms.
Yes. The word's mightier than the bullet.
Try that with a gun pointed at your head.
What about you, Karol?
We are going now. Come on.
Wait. I understand and respect people who resort to weapons. The Nazis exterminate people and want to exterminate our culture too. They want to wipe out the Polish language. But the only way we'll be able to have a future is if we save our past. But whoever chooses weapons has every right to do so. However, Kotlarczyk is right too. We have to keep our culture alive. Let's take the theater underground.
Because remember, theater is the conscience of life.
You will have your theater, and we will have our guns.
All right. We are fighting the same battle, with the same hope against the same evil.
Okay. Come on.
Come on, come on!
Ancora l'anima una. Ancora l'anima una.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me, I know it's late. My name is Karol. I have to speak to Mr. Szyńska.
I don't allow my lodgers to receive men in the rooms.
This is urgent and serious, and I won't be long.
Tuszyńska! Tuszyńska! This gentleman apparently has something urgent and serious to say to you. Do you know him?
Yes, I do, Mrs. Białek.
All right. But leave the door open.
Thank you. I know you're brave. And I know that you have been hurt so much that you want revenge.
No. The word you want is justice, not revenge.
Yes, you're right. Justice. But I know you so well. No matter how strong and brave you are, no matter how hard you think you are now, you're still the same little girl who used to get all mixed up and depressed by people's lies and violence.
I'm not that little girl anymore.
Your heart hasn't changed. And killing won't come easily to you. You and I aren't cowards, you know that. Just the opposite. The truth is, we'd rather get killed instead of killing. And I don't want you to get killed.
Have you said what you came to say?
No.
Yes, he has.
She says you have.
Please.
Slow, slow. That's good. Stop now.
Hey, your book. Books. These are times for blood and rifles.
There's always time for books.
We're waiting for Hanya. I knew it.
I told you she wouldn't come. Magda will play her part.
Let's wait a few more minutes.
What's wrong? Don't you like my acting?
No, that's not what I mean. It's just that... Here she is.
The music even louder grew and faster. The suddenly false chord from the master.
Like hissing snakes or shattering glass that chilled their hearts, and with a dire foreboding filled.
And even louder grew the music roar. And you could hear...
Wojtyla is my best friend.
War.
What do you do?
I'm a concert pianist.
I break stones.
Soon they lifted up their hands again.
not dead.
Das ist eine illegale Versammlung!
Das ist nicht wahr.
Wir feiern die Verlobung meiner Freundin.
Verlobung?
Ja, Verlobung. Engagement.
Wir feiern. The little rascals went and got engaged.
Nein, danke. I'm the best man. Novak's the name. I was in love with this beautiful maid once, but she chose him instead. So what I mean is, I would like to say congratulations and good luck.
100 lat, 100 lat, niech żyją, żyją nam. 100 lat, 100 lat, niech żyją, żyją nam. Jeszcze raz, niech żyją, żyją nam. Niech żyją nam.
In another life, Krystyna.
Karol, they called Victor and Christina. They shot them on the spot.
I'm asking you to rid yourself of any compassion you might have. We must exterminate Jews wherever we find them, every chance we get. And we must eliminate Poles who help them, starting with priests. Hess is up to 10,000 eliminations a day in Auschwitz. An excellent result. Why are you looking at me like that?
Like what?
Like someone who's not listening!
I was listening very carefully, Governor General.
Good. Very good.
Where do you think you are going? You want to get yourself shot out in the street?
Who are you?
Jan Tiranovsky. And how are you?
You're going to burn your fingers.
One goes out, another lights up. If you feel you have to talk, I can keep this up for as long as you like. You haven't told me your name yet.
Karol. I have to go now. I'm looking for my friend. He's a priest. I need a mass said.
A mass for the dead. We will win with love, not with guns.
How can you say that with Nazis outside the